YouTubers? Daddy DoGood back in the house, reminding you that Daddy knows best, Daddy loves you, and um, you are the best. Anything you put your mind to, you can achieve, and you are very special, very unique. And this world would not be the same without you. You're a powerhouse, so keep that in mind. I'm putting this video together because there was a demand for the topic of manipulation. Okay, um, manipulation is a very serious thing, so I'm going to cover some basics. And again, everything here is from the heart. It's just fatherly advice meant to improve people's lives and take it from there. Okay, so I've designed this so that it could be kind of spinning like this. So I'm going to do that here for a second. All right, so let's get into it. Manipulate or manipulation. What is it? To manage or influence skillfully, especially in an unfair manner, to manipulate people's feelings. Okay. So this is an important topic because it happens to all of us. However, the consequences can be worse for some more than others. So it's very important to guard against it and be aware of it because if you're not, it might either be too late or it might be difficult to undo some of the damage. Okay. So again, to influence skillfully, to manipulate people's feelings. So imagine if somebody feels happy and they can be manipulated so that that person that used to be happy is no longer happy, they're sad. That's not a good thing. It doesn't sound like a good thing. If that person's happy, why do you want to come in here and manipulate their feelings so now they're sad? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some examples. Now it's important that as you look at these examples that you really understand the point so that you can apply that point somewhere else. So if I tell you, hey, a quick little story. If I tell you I went to the store and I took the milk without paying for it, the point is, hey, that is stealing. That's not good. So then later on, if you see somebody going into a car dealership and taking a car without paying for it, the point is, hey, you're taking something that's not yours. That's stealing. So once you learn the lesson of my story or anybody's story, then you can take those lessons and apply them in your life, and that's how you grow wisdom. So with that said, okay, there is a very important verse that reads like this: Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. Okay? So let's go and break this down. Beware of or be careful for false prophets. What's a prophet? Okay? A prophet, basically, in general, we'll talk about God or just talk about goodness. At the end of the day, a prophet is someone most of us can trust. Okay? But false, which means the opposite, right? The opposite of a person you can trust is a person you cannot trust. Okay? So be careful of people you shouldn't trust, and that could be friends, family, grandparents, parents, teachers. Okay? Um, this is coming from the Bible. So if you want the main source of goodness, of information you can trust, that's where you start. Okay? So be careful of people you shouldn't trust because they'll come in sheep's clothing. What does that mean? Okay? So here we have two sheep. If this is you, right, thinking happy thoughts, good thoughts, and then here comes another sheep and there's like you thinking good thoughts and happy thoughts, that's a nice relationship. However, so if you get a sheep in sheep's clothing who is a sheep, you guys will get along. Thank goodness, have nothing but goals and happiness in the rest of your life for yourselves and for others. However, be careful of persons you cannot trust who are dressed like sheep. Okay, they have sheep's clothing, but inside they're actually not sheep. They're wolves. So here you have two sheep they're like-minded, they're ready to dominate the world. Here, it looks like you have two sheep, but what? This one might actually only be wearing or pretending so that you could be comfortable with them and trust them. But the truth is, they're false prophets. They're people you cannot trust. Friends, families, brothers, sisters, even parents, grandparents, teachers, police officers. It happens. So when you're a sheep and the officer's a sheep, when you're a sheep and your parents are sheep, that's nice. But when they act like they are and they're not, that's scary because what do wolves do? They eat, they hurt the sheep. So if this is you, you better be aware that this can happen. Hey, but it looks, I was told. Well, so you have to open up your antennas, okay? It's just part of growing up. It's just part of life. Is it unfair? Heck yeah. These have done damage to me. These will do damage to you. But our job is to identify who are the real sheep so we can connect with them and be quick to identify where the danger is so that we can avoid this and be here because this is not good. Okay? So, let me give you my own example of where I should have been aware of false prophets because of the sheep clothing that did damage to me. Okay? Remember, a wolf will do damage to you, but they'll what? Manipulate you, right? What is it? Manipulate people's feelings skillfully. How? Hey, he didn't show me he's a wolf so I could run and hide and go with another sheep. They are fake. They're lying to me. They're manipulating me. This one, hi, I'm like you. I'm a sheep. And I go, oh, really? Okay, I'll trust you and everything like that. Why are you biting me? Why are you hurting me? Oh, I felt I was manipulated. So I have to build myself to be strong to punch this one in the face and run quickly here to safety. Okay? So again, just part of growing up. Be ready for this challenge. This is good. The fact that you're watching this far means you're on the right track. You owe it to yourself. Love yourself. You're way too special and valuable not to. Okay? So let's pretend this is an example. So line them up kind of closely. So this could be different examples. Let's say this is a kid who um, has to get along with both these, right? And he's happy here, he's happy here, except, let's see here, let's make this simple. Okay, so let's see if this example helps. So let's say this is me, I'm a kid, and this is kind of a true story because when I was small, I liked the San Francisco 49ers football team, and all the world, at least in El Paso, my family, even my friends, they almost all like the Cowboys. So instead of these people, right, saying, hey, you're a 49ers fan, that's cool, you're happy, we're happy for you. This is what they would do, right? I would say, hey, I'm a 49ers fan, I like Joe Montana, I like Jerry Rice. They would say, he's a 49er fan, so they would hurt my feelings. Ooh, he likes 49ers. Oh, don't hang around with him. So it took my smile and made it a little sadder, but I still felt in my heart that, borrow a heart here. Where is it? Da, da, da. Borrow a heart. Whoops. Da, da, da. All right, there's my heart. So my heart was for the 49ers, right? And nothing wrong with that. These people like the Cowboys, nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's a beautiful thing about life that you have freedom. It's when people manipulate you to break your heart and say, hey, this is not good. You should come with us and be a Cowboy fan. But I like the Cowboys. I just my favorite team is the 49ers. And then somebody else says, "Oh, dude, you like the 49ers? That's lame." So that kind of hurts because this might be a really good friend or family, and this was a good friend or family. And then another one says, "Oh yeah, 49ers, they're the 40 whiners." So this little sad face starts getting a little sad because it's not cool. Nobody's really helping me and supporting me to be a 49er fan. So everyone's kind of ganging up on me, and before you know it, it's just easier to say. So some people might actually say, "Oh, okay, I'm a Cowboy fan." I never did that. I just stayed quiet. I stopped saying I'm a 49er fan, but the truth is, in my heart, I was still a 49er fan. To this day, if people ask me, "Hey, who's your team?" I go, "I don't follow football, but at one time I loved Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, um, Taylor, and blah blah blah." Which is, but I don't say it because in this culture, in this environment, it's not acceptable. But the lesson here, which is tied into manipulation, is I had to guard myself. So although these people didn't say, "Hey, it's okay to like the 49ers," in my heart and in my mind, I said it's okay. And to this day, I will always say that. So I protect myself by guarding myself by knowing that although they did manipulate me to stop cheering for the 49ers in front of them, I still defended them. If they asked me who my team, I still went. And I did not let them steal my heart, which is them. But I had to learn to survive in this world because there's just so many of them. But they did not turn me into a person who would say Cowboys fan or I hate the 49ers because my heart's too strong and my mind's too strong. And a lot of that comes from God. So those of you guys who are connected to God, you know what I'm saying. If you're not, that's the beauty of God is God is anywhere and everywhere at all times. So when these people are there and when they're gone, God is there. So if you have that conversation with God, God is the one place that he'll always say, "Hey, you like the 49ers? I'm proud of you. Good for you. Keep cheering for them. Be a 49er." Okay? So that's the beauty of God, that he'll always have your back like that. Okay? All right. So with that said, that was the lesson. Appreciate you listening. My treat here for you guys is the following, which is um, a video about a PlayStation 4 Call of Duty Black Ops 4 episode. Okay, what was happening here is that we were going at it, lobby against lobby or team versus team, and you see in this round normally we were going back and forth 1-1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. But as you can see here, we were taking a beat down. We were about to lose, and because I've learned the lessons to stay strong and love myself and represent, I wanted to fight for my team. A lot of guys at this moment give up. Sometimes they kill themselves, so they're not last kill. But I said, I'm gonna try. So there's one. It's 1-5. There's one another and another 1-3. It's 1-2, and of course I feel great. I know my son's done amazing things like that, so I've learned a lot from him. And at this point, I'm like, wow, I got this far. At least I showed my team I care, and I know it's 1-1. So I'm psyched. My mind was committed to fighting for what I know is right, for what I want, and so far it's working out. I'm proud of myself, but my whole mentality is all about being strong and committed to who I am, regardless of anything else, regardless of all the six guys that were ready to laugh at me and kill me. I fought for myself, and it's a good feeling. It's not easy. You're not always going to be successful, but the main thing is not to give up and always fight for yourself. So, here I am. Went for the RCXD, see if I can get a kill. I did it. Time's running out. A little too late, but I still didn't give up. And what do you know? Okay. So it turned out that after this, I didn't want to have the video be too long. So actually, no, I did record the rest of it. As you can see, I'm kind of representing for my team, which is sometimes what you got to do, but it's all good. So at this point, I did what my team wanted since the very beginning to go 3-3. We got jacked. We were short man, but we have a fighting chance here, right? And here I am hoping that I can do some damage with dart. Not that great at it yet. Getting better, but at least we fought to live another day, and here we are. But it was 4-6, now it's 4-5. Looks like my boys are playing hard, and that's what happens when you stand up for yourself. People will feed off of your energy. It's something to be very proud of, because in the beginning it's not easy, and it's easy to quit and cave to the pressure of people. But that's why you need your own internal strength, and when you don't have it, guess what? That's what God's there all the time for. Yeah, and no one can tell you what that relationship is like. You make what you want. You decide how much time to spend with God. You decide how much to pray. You decide not to pray. You decide not to go to church. You decide to go to church. It's all on you. Anyways, guys, appreciate it. It's been a lot of time. God bless, and have yourselves a good one. Remember that you are unique, you are special, you're one of a kind, and you are a force to be reckoned with. God bless. Love you. Bye.